Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop World. There are times when the world of celebrities holds small stories that never make it to the headlines. Too quiet, too personal, that only those sensitive enough to read between the lines can truly feel them. Today, we're going to talk about a story that didn't come from the spotlight, not from the roar of fans, nor from a television broadcast, but from a quiet hospital corridor and a bouquet of flowers that spoke louder than 1,000 words. Wang Yibo, a name that's no stranger to anyone following the Chinese entertainment industry. A young actor, full of talent, always appearing strong in front of the camera. But recently, his name slowly vanished from the radar. No new schedules, no posts. All that remained were whispers that he might be going through a difficult time related to his health. Speculation grew like seeds scattered by the wind, but everything stayed silent. No official confirmation, no statement from the agency, until finally, a brief announcement from the hospital leaked to the public. Wang Yibo was declared to have passed the critical phase. He was officially in recovery and allowed to leave the care unit. That should have been good news, but apparently, that announcement was only the beginning of a much more emotional story. While everyone was still processing the fact that the young actor was healthy again, someone was seen slipping into the hospital area wearing a dark hoodie and black mask. His steps were quick yet measured. He held something in his hands, a bouquet of flowers, neatly wrapped in pale ivory fabric. Not many noticed him, just a few staff members who exchanged glances, because that face was too familiar to ignore. It was Xiao Zhan. No reporters, no cameras, no noise, just him and the flowers, which looked ordinary to most people. But not to those who knew. That bouquet wasn't just a gift, not just a symbolic get well soon. It was eustoma, a delicate flower with soft lavender petals. A flower Wang Yibo had once mentioned in an old interview. A flower, he said, that reminded him of peace and simplicity. And strangely, not many people knew it was his favorite. Except one person, Xiao Zhan. He stood at the door of Yibo's room. He didn't barge in, didn't knock hastily, just stood in silence. A few seconds, maybe a minute. Then he knocked gently, as if afraid to disturb someone who had just returned from a long battle. And when that door opened, only silence greeted them. No words, no greetings, just a gaze. And moments later, a hug. A deep, heartfelt embrace, like two souls who had finally reunited after being separated by worry, fear, and unspoken longing. One of the hospital staff wrote about the moment in a private post. No names were mentioned, but the words struck thousands of hearts. Someone came today. He brought a small bouquet, but its meaning was far greater than anything I could explain. And when they hugged, I knew it wasn't just the patient who was healed today. That sentence spread quickly. Fans knew exactly who it referred to. And when a blurry CCTV still emerged, showing a tall figure in a hoodie and mask walking in with a bouquet of soft purple flowers, no further confirmation was needed. Social media exploded, but not with noise. This time, what flowed was stillness, a kind of quiet emotion that's hard to describe. Some called it the sweetest moment of the year. Others wrote, "Finally, it's not just the body that's healing, but also the heart." Fans knew Xiao Zhan isn't the type to do things for the sake of appearances. He's been through too much, endured too many wounds he never publicized. So when he chose to come alone, with no cameras, no witnesses, just to bring the favorite flower of someone who had just emerged from a dark time, it wasn't an impulsive act. It was a confession wrapped in silence. Some fans even wrote that they were no longer envious of romantic drama couples, because what's built behind the scenes in silence, through a small gesture like a flower, felt far more real. Too sincere to be mere formality between colleagues. Someone posted a short fan edit. It was a compilation of moments between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan from the past. Small smiles, glances accidentally caught on camera, even old interview clips showing how deeply they understood each other on a level that couldn't be explained to the public. And at the end of that video, there was only one sentence. Some things don't need to be announced because they're more beautiful when kept a secret. In the days following that moment, no clarification came from the agencies. Not from either of them. Xiao Zhan remained silent. Wang Yibo said nothing. And strangely, that silence made everything even more touching. Because not every feeling has to be shouted out loud. Sometimes it just needs to be shown by being there when it matters most. By bringing a flower that was never asked for, but always remembered. Now, fans can only wonder what will happen next. Will they appear together again? Will there be a collaborative project? Or will all of this remain a quiet memory, only understood by the two of them? One thing is certain, true care doesn't always come in grand gestures. Sometimes it arrives as a small flower, in the hands of someone who never forgets what makes you feel safe. What about you? Do you believe that the strongest bonds are the ones that aren't publicized, but are always felt? Do you think Xiao Zhan came only as a friend? Or was there something deeper in that moment? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. This channel will keep an eye out for the next updates. And who knows, this quiet story might have just begun, not ended. See you in the next video, drama lovers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next emotional story here on K-Pop World.